before I go to sleep because my mind, my eyes are getting sleepy, and yeah, okay. So anyway, today before I wrap myself in a blanket and go to sleep and dream about fairies and no, I'm kidding. All right, today we'll be talking about the magic of thinking big. How it's we've been conditioned to believe in setting our goals realistic or setting goals that aren't really setting goals that are small, realistic, and are low. It's basically not really you're not really producing anything great in your life. You're just being mediocre. Because I have two great books in my hand, which is Sam Walton Made in America. If you have not read that, if you're an entrepreneur and author, you should read this. Pretty amazing. This guy, man, I love him. This book's amazing. The Magic of Thinking Big. A lot of law of attraction people read this. A lot of people who have read this, they start thinking bigger. People who I look up to, from Bob Proctor, from uh, Grant Cardone, and even Sam Walton. Uh, they set their goal really high. I think also Joe Vitale set his goal high. It's because, and also Mark Victor Hansen set his goal really, really high, and that really inspired me. I was like, Jesus Christ, I didn't think that big out far, but then I start to set really, like really big goals, and I got it's like, geez, that's really scary. And when you set, see, small and realistic and logo aren't really, they don't scare you enough to do something. Usually, it's inside of your comfort zone or our comfort zone bubble, and it doesn't make us uncomfortable. But usually, high, unrealistic goals make us stretch and make us grow. Low and small it doesn't make us grow. We really know how to do it. It doesn't develop the skill set. We already have the skill set, but the other one, it stretches. It create resilientness. It create a mental capacity. It develop the will to hold the idea, which will basically, let's say you set a goal that's a really high or unrealistic to most people, and most people say it will be impossible to achieve that. But if you're willing to understand that the reason why you set high goals is because you're developing your will to achieve it. You're developing your will to take action, consistent action on that goal, and then you'll be able to achieve it. But also develop your persistent. It's I was reading Think and Grow Rich. I remember it's a mental state. Being persistent is a mental state. It's a it's you're holding an idea that you have a goal and you're sticking to it. That's developing your persistence, the will to achieve it. No matter how much obstacle you have, no matter how much struggle, difficulty do you have along the way, you eventually will get there, even if you're off course most of the time and you go back on course. So before we read this Magic of Thinking Big, hold up. You know what? F it. I'm gonna read it. Believe you can succeed and you will. Success means many wonderful positive things. Success means personal prosperity, a fine home, vacation, travel, new things, financial security, giving your children maximum advantage. Success means winning admiration, leadership, being looked up to by people in your business, social life. Success means freedom, freedom from worries, fears, frustration, and fears. Success means self respect, continually finding more real happiness and satisfaction from life, being able to do more for those who depend on you. Success means winning. Success achieved is the goal of life. Every human being wants success. Nobody, listen, nobody wants to be a loser. I know that. Everybody wants the best this life can deliver. Nobody enjoy crawling, living in mediocrity. No one like feeling second class and feel forced to go that way. Believe, really believe you can move mountains, and you can. Not many people believe that they can move mountains. So as a result, not many people do. On occasion, you probably hear some people say something like, "It's nonsense to think you can make it and make a mountain move away just by saying mountain move away. It's simple and impossible." People think that this way have belief confused with wishful thinking, and true enough, you can't wish any mountain away a mountain. You can wish yourself in a cliff suit, nor can you wish yourself into a 5 bedroom, 3 bath house or high income brackets. You can't wish yourself in a position of leadership, but you can move a mountain with belief. You can win success by believing you can succeed. There's no magical or mystical about the power of belief. Belief works this way. Belief, the power positive I can attitude, generate the power, skill, energy needed to do. When you believe I can do it, that the how to develop it. Here we go. How to develop the power of belief. Think success, don't think failure. At work, in your home, substitute success thinking for failure thinking. When you face this difficult situation, think I win, not I probably lose. When you compete with someone else, think I'm equal to the best, not outclassed. When opportunity appears, think I can do it, never I can't. Let the master thought I will succeed dominate your thinking process. Thinking success, condition your mind to create plans that produce success. Thinking failure does the exact opposite. Failure thinking condition the mind to think other thoughts that produce failure. Remind yourself regularly that you are better than you think you are. Successful people are not Superman. Success does not require a super intelligent intellect, nor is there anything mystical about success, and success isn't based on luck. A lot of people have that, you know, methodology. Successful people are just ordinary folks who have developed belief in themselves and in what they do. Never sell yourself short, but believe big. The size of your success is determined by the size of your belief. Think little goals and expect little achievement. Think big goals and win big success. Remember this too. Big ideas and big plans are often easier, certainly no more difficult than smaller ideas and small plans. Great book. I highly recommend you get this book. It will change your life. It will change your mind because, crap, uh, I have read a lot of books. I have read a lot of like Grant Cardone. If you don't know him, he's a great salesman, but his goals is ridiculously high. Like he said in his book, like he set really high goals. Like jeez, but when you set high goals, you have to reverse engineer that into the present. And then you got to take the small step to get to your vision. Big goals are your vision, and you're trying to figure out how, not trying to figure out, you're trying to get there by the small step that you're taking. I mean, the thing that I'm achieving, it's no easy task, right? it's it's it these goals make you become more better, more, it's help you to develop the skills that you never had before, or the mental capacity or the will to do it before. I mean, I remember I never really stick to a goal, to anything or an idea. I never actually I mean, in the past, yes, but I'm talking about way in the past. I never actually stick to anything. So I learned to be able to get an idea and hold it with my will and obtain that idea. And I remember, I interviewed Bob Doyle from hit movie The Secret, and I asked him, does he set high goals? He does. He set high goals. Most high goals will help you move forward in life. The good things in life is on the big goals on this big spectrum, not the logo. The logo is, or the small or realistic is where everybody mindset is, and that's why they don't produce much. They don't get results that people that they want, because they always focus on the these small, like what is achievable. And most successful people, most billionaires and millionaires, they set goals that are achievable. Like Grant Cardone, he set goals that aren't achievable like today. He like said, I'm telling you, like when I read, I think either Be Obsessed, he set ridiculously high. I asked many people how they set their goals. I think successful people have different variation of how they set their goals, but it's usually from high, but it's how they perceive it to be. And so I'm gonna read you Sam Walton how he set his goals. Um, Here we go. I believe in always having goals and always setting them high. I can certainly tell you that the folks at Walmart have always had goals in front of them. In fact, we have sometimes built real school board on the stage at Saturday morning meetings. Goals help you to become more valuable in the marketplace. Goals help you to develop the skills that you were afraid to develop. I mean, there are things that I once was afraid to develop. Now I have some of those skills, but I can become better at those skills. We all can become better. I'm telling you, we can be all better as effective as human beings. We can do it if we set our mind and our will. We will find a way. Usually, or whatever story, whatever we or whatever self-talk we talk to ourselves, usually we are right. We create a situation where, if you have not watched my other video, it's called Method. It's a book review. It's called Method of Persuasion. It's called Conveying High Expectation, where you can influence people's perception by expectation, and we can um, use most a lot of time we use expectation on ourselves. We say we can't do it, and that place a limitation expectation on ourselves. So usually we can't, let's say we can't do it, we tell ourselves that, so that's a limitation within us, and usually we are right. It will show you the evidence that you cannot do it unless you create a mental image or a mental pictures or mental word structures in our brain, or and said we can do it and we believe that to be true. What happens is we tend to figure a way to get where we want to go, or figure a way, or somehow magically, well, people think they tend to attract better things in their life. If you notice that if people set low or small goals, they will only attract those of that nature. But if they set high level goals, they'll attract big players or successful people to help them along the way to achieve their goal. And I know this in my life that if you set high goals, you will attract the resources, the ideas from people to you, and it make you become better. As you become better, you attract more better people in your life. And that's what we want. We always want to build value within us so we can give back to the world. We can give contributions, stuff like that. And and I was listening to Dan, like you have to be specific about how you want to achieve your goal, and you have to write it down, or whatever that you think how you want to. Remember, all these tools, all these visualizations, vision board, uh, um, if you don't know what vision board is, they put up pictures. It's all basically influencing your subconscious mind to act on your dreams, to act on your goals. It's basically because uh, we have a bunch of fixed ideas into our subconscious basically, uh, we go on automatic most of the time. When you brush your teeth, when you take showers and stuff like that every day, it's automatic. You don't think about it. It's an unconscious process, right? About 95% or more. Anyway, subscribe to my channel, like my video, because I do book reviews, and of course I do interviews and stuff like that. But usually it's mainly on personal development. Uh, but occasionally I would like to be able to do book reviews that involve sometime maybe martial arts or kung fu or stuff like that because some of my interests. I mean, I'm not great at martial arts. Um, I used to be more passionate about martial arts or kung fu or the whole stuff. But now I'm more into personal development. But it's what we do, right? It's what our interest is. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Remember, subscribe. All right, subscribe. Bye, and thank you for watching. Ah.